Hello and welcome back to After Hours Murder Mystery Theater. And with that, we return to the Famicom Detective Club. So, last time you remember, we actually finished off Chapter 3. And mind you, I'm doing this through the power of save states in order to get from one place to another. So, where we are at right now is we are going into basically the next part of the chapter, which is Chapter 4. So I'm just making sure I got basically my notes in place. I'm pretty sure I got my notes in place, so give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna make sure. And we are ready to go. Well, I've got my work cut out for me, but now my number one priority is to pick up Yoko's trail and see where it leads. So, off to the high school. Chapter 4, The Girl in the Back. So we're back at Ushimitsu, and there are a few students nearby. Hey, you're that kid detective. Can't. Well, let me speak to you. What is it, Mr. Detective? You know about the Conan case? Huh? Who's that? He was murdered here in town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard anything about it? I don't know. That sure was a long time ago. I was only 2 back then. Mr. Kamada would probably know something about that. He's been here like 50 million years? Mr. Kamada probably knows something about the Kaneda murder. Yoko must have thought the same and went there to investigate. To the fine arts. He isn't here. There's an art club member here, though. She's working on a painting off in the corner of the room. Excuse me. I'm trying to work on my painting. Jeez. Well, let's take a look at this painting. Art club members here painting a portrait. Leave me alone! some painting. You do it all by yourself?
Yeah, it took a really long time. What do you want?
Do you know if Mr. Kamada's around?
No, I don't know where he went.
Do you know anything about the Kaneda case?
Who?
He was murdered here in town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard of anything about him?
15 years ago, I was still a baby in Paris. I'm half French, can't you tell? That happened so long ago.
Well, let me see.
I think he said he was going to be back pretty soon. I don't know.
You don't know.
Do you really like my art?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a famous artist someday, with my works in all the renowned French galleries.
Yada yada. Students would probably know anything about the Canadian incident. Wait a second. If Yoko really was onto something with the Kaneda incident, it might be better to check her house. Do you know about the tale of the girl in the back?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
How about the Kaneda incident?
I'm sorry, I don't know.
You may have heard about it a long time ago. A man was murdered here in town around 15 years ago.
You mean to say a 15-year-old murder case has something to do with my daughter?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to get something in all this. I want, answers. So, again, do you know about the tale of the girl in the back? There may be evidence tying the two events together. Please, Miss Kojima, if you know anything.
There may be something in her room that could shed some light on things. Just 1 minute, let me have a look. Detective Edogawa, all I found was her school bag. You're welcome to look through it, if you wish.
I'll look into the bag, thank you. A couple of sheets of paper have been stuffed into the bottom of the bag. So we'll take one, and take another one, and take another one. And let's see. Let's check these sheets.
What's this? A
newspaper article about the Kaneda murder is glued to the sheet. So Yoko was investigating the Kaneda case after all. Everyday school supplies fill the bag. Huh. Well, boss is bound to be deep into the Kaneda case by now. I probably ought to stick to getting information about Yoko at the high school. I need to figure out what the connection is between the Kaneda case and Yoko's death. Back to high school. Thank you for your time, Miss Kojima.
I hope you catch whoever did this soon.
Student from before is still here. Is Mr. Komada back?
No, not yet.
Thanks. I'm going back out front.
What is it, Mr. Detective? Why would anybody want to kill her? Do your best, Mr. Detective. Find the bad guy. What a creepy story.
Have you seen Mr. Komada today?
Not lately.
ask again, what do you know about this tale of the girl in the bag? Have you seen Mr. Kamada Day? Okay.
Hey, I saw a strange guy hanging around here a little while ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever seen him. He was too old to be a student, but he wasn't a teacher either. Like totally creepy. I didn't get a good look at that strange guy's face, but I knew he wasn't from around here. That's all I know. Hey, Mr. Detective, Mr. Kamara's back in his room now. Okay. Hello, Conan. How's the investigation going? Yes? I remember that name vaguely. He was married a long time ago. Yes, his name was Genjiro Kaneda. That name, yes, I remember now. Was Goro ever a student of yours? I don't believe so. Perhaps you recall a man named Uchida from back then? Yes, it's all coming back to me now. As I remember, the case was never solved. Why dredge up that old case now, though? It couldn't be connected to the recent murder, could it? Now that you say it, Shinobu's disappearance very well could be the origin of that old ghost story. Yeah, from what I understand, the Kaneda murder took place around the very same time Shinobu disappeared. It's a remarkable coincidence, wouldn't you say? You don't mean Shinobu was somehow involved in the Kaneda incident? It seems as though Shinobu couldn't have gotten mixed up into that mess, considering it all happened at the same time. If I remember anything else, you'll be the first to know. Perhaps Yoko was onto something involving the Kaneda case. Seemed likely she could have seen too much. It does look as though Yoko bit off more than she could chew when she got involved with the tale of the girl in the back. I get the feeling foul play was involved. I'm under the impression Yoko came to this conclusion as well. So, the assailant is still out there. He'll stop at nothing to keep a secret, it seems. So, Yoko was murdered because she was snooping around the tail of a girl in the back a little too closely. Is that what you're saying? Seems you're onto something, Detective. If I remember anything on there's no
Mr. Kamado? By the way, I kind of know who was the first person to ever see the girl in the back. Who was it? You didn't hear it from me, but it was Miss Hayama.
Miss Hayama?
Yeah, people say she started the rumor a long time ago. Can I go now, Mr. Detective?
Thanks. By the way, can I ask you something?
What is it, Mr. Detective?
Why do you always stand so far away? I bet you're cute.
Oh, I don't know. I just try like that, I suppose. See you later, big boy.
Oh my god. Oh, that's the monkey to watch on. Like that's a mug you don't want, you. Like, oh god.
I heard a teacher named Miss Hayama supposedly started the tale of the girl in the back. Surely you don't think the teachers go around spreading ghost stories now, do you? I find it hard to believe that Miss Hayama was the first one ever to see the girl in the back. For one thing, the story's been going around for 15 odd years now. You know what's funny? I'm like one page ahead of the walkthrough. I'm like, ask. And Miss Hayama's only been teaching here for about 10 years. So, you see, the rumor about Miss Hayama just can't be true. Wait a second. I just remembered something. Miss Hayama used to go to school here. She's an alumna of Ushimitsu High School. Yes, it seems she might be able to give you an insightful perspective on things after all. Let me go see if she's around. Just a minute, please. Here she is. Hello, I'm Hisako Hayama. Pleased to meet you. I'm Detective Conan Edogawa. What do you know about the Kaneda murder case? I know a bit about it, but not much. It all happened so long ago. What do you know about Goro? Goro Kaneda's his full name. Not really a quality guy, if you know what I mean. I really don't associate with that kind of company. What about you? I don't really know. He was murdered just about 15 years ago. I was a student here when it happened. What do you know about the tale of the girl in the back? Miss Hayama, is there anything you can tell me about the origin of the tale of the girl in back? I don't know anything about that. was in a different class than I was. I didn't know her personality. From what I heard, Shinobu was murdered along with Mr. Kaneda that night. Those rumors of the girl in the back started here at the school shortly after. That's all I know. I have no idea why everybody thinks I started that rumor. I know just as much as everybody else. Next to nothing. Conan, there's someone standing behind you right now.
Huh? He really does look like Detective Conan. Or Shinkudo. Take your pick.
It was probably just my imagination.
That person's here now. He's rummaging through some things off in a corner of the room.
I'm sorry, but I need to get going. Good luck, Detective. I wish I could have been more help.
Yes? Did Miss Hayama have to go? Did you hear anything? I'm looking for something.
What are you looking for?
My wallet. I have a feeling it's around here somewhere. Miss Kamada leaves the room, continuing search.
Could Miss Hayama really have started the tale of the girl in the back? Doesn't sound like it. Miss Hayama's back.
Okay.
Is there something the matter? Where's Mr. Kamada?
He said he lost his wallet. Ran off looking for it.
You don't say.
There's something on your mind, Miss Hayama? Oh yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Just not creepy in the slightest. Oh yeah. Where am I going to next?
Miss Hayama, thank you for seeing me. Have a good day. Hold on. There's something I need to speak to you about. The truth is, the person who started all the gossip about the girl in back is me. Huh? You see, the reason I didn't talk about it before is because Mr. Kamada was around. I don't know what I would do if anyone ever found out the person who started the rumor was actually a teacher. I'm not at all proud of it, but I think I'd better tell you what I know in case it provides you with some clues. It was November 10th, 15 years ago. I was just a sophomore back then. Wasn't November 10th the same day Mr. Kaneda was murdered? Yes, I remember it like it was yesterday. At around 10 p.m. that evening, I suddenly remembered I left some homework in my locker. I snuck out of my house and quietly made my way to the high school. When I got there, it was as silent as the grave. Just as I was about to sneak in, someone called out in a soft voice, trembling from far behind me. I immediately froze, scared stiff. Slowly I turned to where the voice came from, and there, standing in a window, was a blood-soaked girl. Niagara Falls? Nothing has ever scared me so much in my entire life. I shut my eyes, trying desperately to not scream out loud, and then when I looked back, there was no one there. Scared out of my wits, I forgot all about my homework and ran straight home. My heart raced all night long. The girl in the back is the ghost story of Shinobu Asakawa. There's no doubt in my mind. The girl soaked in blood. That's Shinobu? I think so. All this talk scares me like you wouldn't believe. Even today, I can't compare it to anything else in my life. It has to have been Shinobu. There's no other explanation for it all. She was wearing a schoolgirl's uniform. I told the same story to Yoko when she came around to investigate a little while ago. A short while afterwards, Yoko was found dead. Could it be the curse of the girl in back? Please, I beg you, don't tell anybody else what I told you. I don't want to be known for this. Well, that's my story. Please, never make me to talk about that awful night ever again. There's one more thing, though. Shortly after I spoke with Yoko, I found her having some sort of dispute with Mr. Tazaki. What? I didn't intrude. It was none of my business. I think it's about time I pay good old Tazaki a visit.
You, what are you doing here?
Hello, sir. I got some questions. What do you know about the Canada incident?
I'm not saying nothing.
What do you know about Yoko?
Mr. Tazaki, is it true you recently had a discussion with Yoko Kojima?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about that.
Oh, really?
Mr. Tazaki, there was a witness who reported seeing the two of you having a heated discussion.
What do you know?
Quit bothering me. I'm not talking. I don't know who you're talking about. You can't accuse me of anything.
This is Yoko Kojima. Something's obviously up with Mr. Tazaki. There's no way he normally acts this way around people. I wonder what kind of alibi he'd give me for the Yoko incident. What's your alibi?
Mr. Tazaki, can you remember what you were doing at around 9 p.m. on the 10th of this month?
I'm innocent. It's all a big misunderstanding.
Mr. Tazaki, please cooperate.
Get out!
Conan, what are you doing? Ayumi, why are you here? I came running when I heard shouting coming from here. What's going on?
What is it, Ayumi?
Yesterday I went to lay a flower by the riverbank where they found Yoko in remembrance. While I was down there, I think I may have found a clue. On the night Yoko was murdered, down by the riverbank, someone saw a man lurking around. However, they didn't get a clear look at his face. The eyewitness did say that the man looked about 60 or so. It's impossible to say whether or not this is related to the case. Mr. Tazaki looks just about that age, though, doesn't he?
What are you saying now? I had enough of this.
Dude, you are sweating bullets. I see it in your face.
Hey!
Mr. Tazaki, we're just trying to talk. I can't believe that guy kicking us out like that. Are you okay, Ayumi?
I will not allow Yoko's murderer to get away.
Hey, would you mind if I held on to this notebook until the case solved? It's coming in pretty handy.
Yeah, but take good care of it, Conan. That's all I've got to remember her by anymore. hear someone saw a man his age down by the riverbank on the night she was murdered. The girl in the back. She's standing behind me now. I have to do something. What kind of secrets could Yoko have taken to her grave?
What do you think?
They're saying there's been some strange man lurking around the school lately.
That's what the cross-dresser was talking about. The cross-dresser? What the hell?
Was the man who was discovered the same as the transvestite?
Wait, what?
Doesn't anybody know who he was? No, nobody's ever seen him before. Hey, listen, the reason I'm here so late is that I need to talk to one of the teachers about some homework.
If someone had come to the school today, they must have missed him. Cheer up, Ayumi. We'll find the killer soon.
I'm headed to the staff room. Would you like to come along?
Sound good? I haven't gotten a chance to speak with Mr. Hibino yet. To the staff room. I get the feeling someone's watching us. Oh, come on. That's ridiculous. Well, this is the staff room. Hibino's here. Still seems somewhat distraught. Hello, detective. I can't believe it. You've got nothing to tell me. Sure is talkative. He doesn't seem to be hearing any of my questions. He must still be pretty shaken up. This guy has said absolutely nothing, with the exception of a sentence or two about Yoko. Mr. Hibino! Mr. Hibino! Mr. Hibino! A well-dressed man enters the room. Sure seems very dignified and proper. I'd say he's about 60. There you are, Mr. Hibino. I've been looking all over for you. You must be Detective Edogawa. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Principal Urabe. I sincerely apologize, but I need to speak with Mr. Hibino. Perhaps he could meet with you another time. Thank you.
I'm finished here.
here, Spexon.
Conan, I want to help you. I want to help find who did this. I can't just sit back and let the killer get away with this.
I understand how Ayumi feels wanting to catch whoever killed her friend as soon as possible. However, I don't know if it's a good idea to put her in harm's way like this. Ayumi, I don't know if this is a good idea for your own safety.
Conan! I'm getting in your way, aren't I? I'm sorry.
Ayumi! She's gone.
She'll be back. They always come back.
Back to the detective agency. Well, let's review, shall we? Recently, we learned that Miss Hayama is the originator of the tale of the girl in the back. It all started on that very day, 15 years ago, when Mr. Kaneda was murdered. Rumor has it the girl in the back is actually the ghost of Shinobu Asukawa haunting the school. However, this can't be happening. Ghosts aren't real, are they? A strange man has started showing up around the school grounds lately. Looks about 30, but nobody knows who he is. And I've got a bad feeling about that janitor, Mr. Tazaki. I've got my eye on him. According to what Detective Mariyama said, it may have been Shinobu's blood on the street outside the Kaneda mansion. Let me check my notes. Shinobu must have been at the mansion when Kaneda was murdered. It's too bad. She was simply at the wrong place at the wrong time. According to my notes, the Kaneda murder took place around 9 p.m. If Shinobu was abducted, it must have also happened around that time. Miss Hayama said she arrived at the high school an hour later, at 10. Could the blood-sucked figure she saw have been Shinobu? This theory fits within the timeline, but still, there's so many wild cards. It could have been anybody there, and what does the school have to do with all this? Amy seems so sad. Back at school, I wish there was something more I could do for her. Phone. Mitsuki Detective Agency, how can I help you? Conan, I've uncovered something that may be of some interest to you. See, there was another
suspect for the Kaneda case, in addition to Mr. Uchida.
You don't say.
It's someone who now works at Ishimitsu. Do you have any idea who it is?
I've got a feeling it's this person. Got it.
You're right on the money.
As the story goes,
Mr. Tazaki apparently once owed Mr. Kaneda a large sum of money. A few days before the Kaneda murder, an eyewitness reported seeing a dispute between Kaneda and Tazaki. However, Tazaki had a solid alibi. At the time of the murder, Tazaki claimed to be at the high school. He was allegedly plastering a wall. It sounds suspicious to me, but when I asked Tazaki about it, he confirmed the story. I got this information from Principal Arabi. Seemed like a reasonable enough man. But Abe was apparently an old acquaintance of Kaneda's. However, I don't think there's any connection to the murder. All of Robbie's statements have been checked out. For the time being, see what you can find out from people around the school. That girl I knew might also be a valuable source of information. By the way, how's she doing? Well, it's probably better I don't ask. Good luck, Detective.
so Tazaki claims he was repairing the crumbled wall at the time of the Kaneda murder. At any rate, the murder took place, and Shinobu went missing. Which all happened at the very same time as Tazaki claims to have been repairing the wall. I can't shake the feeling that there's some sort of secret hidden here. So I think it's safe to say that we are actually going to stop right here. And in the next part, we enter Chapter 5. So stay tuned, more of Famicom Detective Club. The girl in the back. Right after this. Thanks so much for watching.